Morning, everybody.
Good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Very exciting morning. We've got some new stuff to play with, which is always great, isn't it? So what have we got going, Alfie? We've got some special offers, haven't we?
We have got some special offers. So above you can see, well, you need to see the product first, really. But we have got some special offers and we'll tell you about them as we go.
Okay. All right, so shall I just get started? Excellent. Thanks very much for joining us. And if you like and share, that would be really, really appreciated. Or if you're watching on YouTube, please press the bell for notifications. We really like you to do that for us. That would be great. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go over here. So let's start off with these stencils. Now, I actually only got these stencils last night, so I haven't actually had a chance to use them properly, but I just love them. So I asked Mike if he could do some little more stencils for us, and these are 8x5 size, so I love this size. So thank you very much, Mike Deakin, for doing these for me. So these are lovely little daisy flowers. I think these are really, really sweet. What are we calling this one, Alfie?
Daisy, 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 daisy.
You know I shouldn't ask him questions, but no, seriously, it is called
Daisy,
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 Daisy, Daisy. Oh, we're taking the mick out of it. An advert. Okay, so that's Daisy, 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 Daisy. And then I wanted a sort of a damaged harlequin. And I love this one. I love the fact that they're a really nice big size rather than like my stamps are really quite a small one. And I think this is fabulous. This is really, really, really nice. So that again is 8x5 inches. Looking forward to playing with that one. And then we've got chessboard. I really like this one. I can see so much going on with this. Alfie, could you possibly just get up that on my phone? Thank you so much. So these are our normal size of stencils now. How much are these, Alfie?
Usual price £4.99. Bundle price.
That's great, £4.99.
Bundle price £12.50 for all three.
Oh, excellent. Like those a lot. So if you're going to use all of them, that's a great deal. Thanks very much for that, Alfie. That's lovely. Okay, so much awaited our little dangle dolls. So these are so cute. I love these. So again, Mike Deakin came up with these, and I think they're just fantastic. I love them. They're such good fun to do. This one we've got Morris papers on, which I'll show you in a minute, and I love the faces that he's got with them. This one I've actually used some of our artist papers. I think this is set number 3 if I'm correct, and then I've done some stamping on it with some of our collector's editions. And then morning everybody, I've just seen all your messages, thank you so much. Love my nails. Yeah, do you know what, I use this thing where you can actually mix your own colours of nail polish, and I didn't realise until I was painting the other night that they are absolutely the dead ringer for the brand new colour. I literally have mixed the same colour, look at that, completely unconsciously. So yeah, it's exactly the same colour as Sing the Blues. So I haven't actually painted my nails with Sing the Blues. Now, this next one was Ella's idea. She said, oh, you could do Spider-Man. Yay! So I did. So I've done a Spider-Man. Ta-da! So I think he's a bit fabulous, and he was dead easy to do because it was just, you know, a bit of red and blue paint. So I used red hot chili on the red, and the blue I used Sing the Blues. No, I didn't. I used a different blue for that. I'll try and remember later on. And then I've used Magic Sparkle for his eyes. Well, his mask eyes anyway. So that was really, really good fun to do. I really love doing that. And then I've done this little chap, which I adore. So this is a little bit more complicated with painting and stamping, and I've drawn the face on. But you can actually, there are some faces that will fit beautifully. So collector's edition number 5 is the image of Jane, and I can't find it at the moment. I couldn't find it last night. Don't know where I've put it. It's obviously somewhere safe. Or you can go with the papers. Now, we're doing a class, and if you're going on the class, we're going to actually be doing this little chap here, because it's more technically difficult, and we're also going to be doing a angel doll as well in the same class. So with these dangle dolls, they actually come in a kit like this. So it's medite, cut out of medite, and you also get the little brads as well to do the joints. So the brads are actually gold in colour, but you can also get the papers in a bundle. So these papers are absolutely gorgeous. Even if you don't use the faces, they're still worth the money. So those are the faces. Okay, so you've got lots to choose from there. Typical 1950s, aren't they? 1950s style, fabulous. But look, these are William Morris papers on a nice sort of silk paper. So we have 1, 2, can you see that one? Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different papers. They are really beautiful. They're A5 in size.
You need to just warn people not to buy everything yet, because you're still going to show the angel doll.
Oh yes, don't buy everything yet. Don't check out just yet. Put it in your basket, but don't check out yet. So this is available on its own. Alfie. Papers. £3.99.
£3.99, yeah.
£3.99 for this pack of papers, but
And Dangle Doll on its own, £7.99.
okay. But do you do a special offer for both?
Yeah, £10.99. So it's £1 off if you buy the bundle.
That and that.
Yeah.
Okay, you get £1 off. That's good. That's good. Like that a lot. But that's not all, is it?
That's not all.
Because we've also got. Let me just put my little dangle dolls slightly to the side. So we also have an angel doll. Again, thank you, Mike. Look at her, isn't she fabulous? So she's got articulated arms, but she's on a stand. You can see that. And she has beautiful wings. I love wings. I love making angels, I have to say. And she's just absolutely gorgeous. And I've got a different colour on the back, and her wings are stamped. And what we've done is we've actually matched the shape of the wings to my angel wings stamp, which is somewhere safe. There it is. So it actually matches this stamp here. So angel wings A6. Not that you need to go out and buy that if you don't want, because you can just paint these, but it does actually match beautifully, which is really, really cool. So this is called the angel doll, and she comes like this, again out of medite, and you've got the brads as well. So you've got everything there, including this beautiful little heart here, this burning heart, and it's all 3D, so it comes in lots of pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, so it builds up beautifully.
Jill has asked, do you decorate both sides of the dangle doll?
I mean, I have done that, but it's up to you. It's completely up to you. I think it looks nicer if you do the back as well. Yeah, ran out of paper on that one. I think it is nicer, but again, it's up to you. I prefer to do that.
So obviously we are doing a bundle deal as well.
Yes, we are doing a bundle deal. So Alfie's put together the dangle doll, the angel doll. So this is the angel doll here, the dangle doll here. So one of each, and the papers, all of the papers, and that is £20 for all of that. Okay, so you're saving a few pennies short of
almost £4.
Almost £4. Okay, so there you go. So you've got a nice bundle there, but you can buy everything separately. So you can buy the angel doll on her own for £11.99, and you can buy the papers on their own as well.
£3.99.
For £3.99. Okay, thanks, Alfie. That's lovely. That's great. But I think these are such fun to actually make. I really love them. The Spider-Man, I just got a picture online from Ella, and just copied the colours and everything. So that was really good. So if you're signed up for the class, we are going to be making both the angel doll and the dangle doll as well. So we'll be doing both of these. All right. So we'll be doing painting techniques and stamping techniques, and a bit of crackle glaze as well, and paper piecing and all that carry on.
And that's
as well.
On the 10th of June.
It is 10th of June. Excellent. So that's what we'd be doing. And Ella's got the list of things to bring as well, so I'm sure she'll be emailing you with those shortly. There are still places available on the class because of course it is a Zoom class, which is lovely. So without further ado, let's just also, if you wanted to, you can actually hang them up as well. So I've just put sounds awful, doesn't it? A hole in his head just with a crocodile, and attach some nice sort of twiny stuff to it so that I can actually hang him up so that he can dance, which is lovely as well. So it's up to you how you use them completely, or you can put a little loop on the back, or just have them in your journal just to play with. But they're just such fun to make. So without further ado, I'm going to start with doing I think the angel doll. So let's put these to one side. There we go. Right, so what I've done here is I've just, there she is. So I've just actually gessoed everything. So I put some gloves on. I use a bit of kitchen sponge, just normal kitchen sponge, and I just swipe over this with gesso back and front, okay? And then I just pop all these out, but I have actually got them already on here. And then what you need to do is just go around the edges of all the pieces as well, because that's where they are laser cut, okay? So you've got all the little pieces here and all of the arms as well. And then you've got all the bits and pieces that make up the heart. So let me just get all the heart for you. So These are really, really sweet.
Teresa's got her doll bundle.
Oh, excellent. Thanks, Teresa. We appreciate that. Thank you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to paint her wings, then they can be drying. So I'm going to be using some metallic paint. I'm going to use Goldfinger.
Dee says, can you whisper because you should be working?
I love that. Yeah, we do have a few people doing that. It's all right if you're working from home, but if you're actually in the office. I love that. So I'm just using some Goldfinger. Now, normally when I do metallic, I actually put black gesso underneath, and it makes it more vibrant. But I've done it with white gesso because it makes it lighter and brighter, so the gold looks like a different colour really. Hi Dee, she's working from home today, and Carolyn. And then we just do a bit here. There we go. And in my studio I have got like an oil-filled radiator, which is my heating system in here, but it's very handy for actually drying stuff. Obviously it's covered in paint, I mean, you know, of course it is, but it's very, very handy for drying everything. Don't want that hair, thank you very much. So you can see how that is so much lighter. Sorry, I've just got a hair, can't. There we go. Okay, so let me do the other side now. So this is one of our metallics. Of course, if you don't have any metallic paint, you could use Luscious and gilding gum, or just Luscious on its own with water. Or of course you could just cover them with papers as well. Okay, so while I've got a little bit of paint on here, I'm going to do her crown. But I am going to put some gilding wax on her crown. But just whilst I've got this paintbrush out, there we go. I'll just put that to one side. Excuse me. Right, so let's just choose our papers. So for this one, where should we go with it? I do love these. Let's go with that one. That's gorgeous. Okay, so it's got some lovely little birds on as well. It's a really nice design. So I might just go smack bang in the middle. And then I'm just going up to her shoulder because obviously we don't need anything over a face or a head. So just go around that with a pencil, and I'm just going to join up that. Just make sure, hopefully you can see that. And then we need to do her arms. Now I'm not going to go all the way to the end of her hands. I'm going to just go to about there on her wrist. So I actually start at the edge of the paper, then I know that it's straight, and then just go around with these like so. It's a good idea to actually put the hole where the brads go in it as well. I mean, I always forget, but you know. Okay, and then we've got her forearms. Oh no, her upper arms, aren't they? On here. Oh, I want to do a shout out to Iris. Get well soon, honey. Hope you're feeling better soon. There we go. So that's all we need for that. We don't need to do any more. So this is really quite simple to cut out. And this paper is just gorgeous. And it's on a what would you call it? Is it a silk?
Yeah.
Silk paper.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just cutting literally just inside the pencil mark. If you want to be on the safe side, you can actually just cut on the pencil mark, and then we can always sand it back, which I will show you. And it's important to gesso your MDF, because then when you come to stick the paper on, the glue is not going to just be absorbed into the medite. It will actually sit on the surface because you've got the gesso on. And because we're doing paper, you could use, if you've only got clear gesso, that's fine. If you've only got white gesso, that's fine. Black, I think, should be fine because this paper is quite solid.
Yeah, Wendy says you can hear the quality of the paper.
Can you?
Because yeah, you can hear you cutting it.
Yeah. Do you know what? I've just realised I did actually prep this last night. I did actually cut it all out. I've just realised it's over there. It's the trouble with staying up till 2 in the morning prepping stuff. You forget what you've done. But it's nice. It's nice to do this. Oops. Went a bit haywire there. Okay, so this is going to go on there beautifully. So I'm going to use Grab and Go on this because Grab and Go is especially for MDF, and it's really nice and strong. And so I'm just going to slide that into position, and then smooth that out, and then that should hopefully smooth all the glue out, and any excess will just squish out the edges. No, we're okay. Doesn't seem to be any there. That's lovely. It's got, do you know, the papers are just lovely, aren't they? But you know me, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Morris. So hands again, arms up to the wrist, there we go. So this is just, there's nothing too extraordinary about this. It's just really simple stuff, but it's really good fun. So just squish them on nice and firm. And you can see I'm actually putting the Grab and Go on the MDF rather than the paper. There we go, that's a good squish, isn't it? Just put a little bit on, just slide it into position, and then that way the glue just sort of spreads out all over. Lovely. So while that's drying, we can go to our skin colour. So obviously whatever skin colour you want. I've just gone for oh, it's fair, this one. That'll do. So I'm just going to do her face. This is the base of her head, I should say, and I'm just going to just touch up the edges as well.
Carolyn's got hers ordered.
And I'm just going to do the back of it. As you can see, I've already actually done the back on this.
Is she bald?
No, she's not bald, Alfie.
Okay.
You are so terrible, you really are. Stop making me laugh. What's wrong with being bald anyway?
Nothing at all.
Thank you. If someone's got a nice shaped head, I don't see the problem of it. Okay, so I'm not going to do the back because it's just the front here. So that's good. Let's do her hands. And again, let's do the edges as well. Not bald, but two-faced. that's very clever. Very clever, Jeanette. Oh, running out of space. Yeah, we haven't actually got a name for her. We've just called her Angel Doll, haven't we? Mm-hmm. So, names would be good. Our Ethel, that would be a good one. Okay, so that was a matte paint and I used fair, but you know, cocoa, medium tan, any of those are good. Okay, let's just put that there. Oh yeah, and the base. So what colour shall I do the base? I've got pink on one side and I think I'm going to go for a light green. Peppermint tea. Yes, let's have a bit of peppermint tea. That's a hint, Alfie.
Busy.
You're busy. Okay, so you can paint the inside of this because it has got a little bit of leeway to allow for the paper as well. Such a lovely soft green. I haven't used this for ages. Why not? It's just such a lovely, lovely colour. Okay, I'll let that dry off a little bit. That is just gorgeous. Okay, so can you have a look through here, Alfie, and see whether you can find my my wings stamp, please? Right, while he's rustling away, I'm going to have a play with this heart and some building gum. I have actually prepared one earlier, as you can see. So I'm going to, in fact this one I painted all separately, which took ages, and then stuck them together, thinking why did I paint all of it when I could have just stuck them all together first. So I'm going to do that. see, where did I put glue in the middle when I didn't need it? There we go. Let's just clean that off. And then let's just do that. Found them. No. No. There we go. So that's the third layer. And you don't want to stick the heart in yet because that's going to be a different colour. So let that dry for a wee bit. Okay. Meanwhile, I'll just do this fiddly little heart. Now, because my hands are rubbish, I'm just going to use some tweezers just to hold it in position, hopefully. Last time I did this last night, it flicked off the table and it took me 10 minutes to find it. So, there we go. So this is gilding gum, and I've mixed it using raspberry luscious mixed with the gilding gum, and I've done it 50-50 gilding gum and raspberry luscious in a little pot, just so it gets that nice sort of red colour. I'm just going to put another layer on. Alfie, it might be in that pile there.
I've been through that. It's not there.
Right, so that's my heart done. And then I'm just going to do some flames there. It's really frustrating. I've put my wing stamps somewhere safe and I don't know where they are. Poor Alfie's having a look for me. Right, so that's the raspberry, and then this is gold. Do you know what I like about the gilding gum? It's actually got a bit of texture to it as well. So it's not like a metallic paint. It's got a really lovely, yeah, texture. So, and it retains that texture, especially if you dab it on like this. It just retains that beautifully. Probably need to mix some more. That's the beauty of the gilding gum as well. You can just mix a small amount. Just use that and away you go. Morning, Lorna. Lorna's joined us. How are you all this fine Friday morning? Woke up this morning thinking it was Saturday. Thinking, all right, class time. I was jumping ahead. So we've got a journal class on tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to. Right, so happy with that. Let that just dry there. And I'm just going to clean my brush in just normal water. So you don't need anything special to clean your brush when you've been using gilding wax, gilding gum. Let's have a little bit of glue in there. Just a tiny swipe. Oh, it's like that game. Do you remember that game as kids? What's it called? Operation. Where you had to use tweezers to take out body parts. It sounds awful, doesn't it? It's a children's game, you know, just take out body parts. Oh yeah, I was going to do a little bit on here, wasn't I? So let's just add a little bit of texture to this, if I've got any left. There we go. How do you get details of your classes? They are Zoom classes, and they are on the website. And if you go to website and click on events, you will see in person and virtual. And you click on the virtual ones, and that's where all the Zoom classes are. So the previous ones that we have done live, we record them, so you can still buy and download them.
I'll put a link in the chat.
Thanks, Alfie. And we do obviously do all the Zooms live, and it does include lifetime access to the videos afterwards, so we put those online for you. Right, okay.
Dee says it sounds like I'm in a bag of sweets.
Yeah, we're rustling around because he's trying to find the stamps for me. You know, I have no idea what I did with them at all. You know, I've got all my prep here, nicely sorted, and no way of actually stamping my. It's just ludicrous. Of course, I'll go off air, and then there they will be, staring at me. Oh well. Right, next bit. So, where's she gone? There she is. Let's get her arms and legs on. Let's just turn this over, then I don't actually transfer any of that. So I just need a poker tool. There we go. And just re-establish those. Now, I haven't glued that down properly there, so let's just get a tiny weeny bit of grab and go on there. There we go. Lovely. You do get your little brads included, so you don't have to go searching around your craft room for the right brads.
I'll just check inside.
Thanks, Danny. Forearms. Here they are, all nice and dry now. And then we have actually given you some brads. So again, it's up to you which way around you go. I think I'm going to have the forearms and hands on the top, like that. And it's a bit fiddly for my hands, so I'm going to just use a poker tool just to flatten out those legs of the brad. There we go. It's such good fun making this, it really is. It sort of reminds you of doing paper dolls. I guess it's like a step up from paper dolls. Look at that, that's fab. And I like the fact that you know, you can do different things with the faces as well. And then of course you can then start messing about with hats and all sorts. Yeah, I know the stamps will be in that safe place. Just, that's the trouble with working into late into the evening. Your mind goes fuzzy. I discovered that I can watch TV on my computer, because normally I just have music on or an Audible book, something like that, but I wanted to watch Eurovision, and so yeah, could stream it live. I know, I've only just found this out, but you know. Ella will be rolling her eyes at me. Right, so there we go with that. Fantastic. That's lovely. I love that. And you know, this could go anywhere. On this one, I've actually put lace on the bottom and a waist and a cuffs as well.
No, can't blame them.
Thank you, darling, for the cup of tea. So let's just pop this baby on. Just spread that out a little bit. And I am going to put it here on her heart. Close that down. I'm still looking around for my stamp. It's definitely not in here, is it?
No, definitely not.
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on just 1 minute. It's here in my preparation bag. Ta-da! Found it! This is the stamp that I used for this one, just so that you know. It's called Harlequin. It's an old favourite. And then this is the one for the angel wings. So let me just put her to one side for a moment. Actually, while I'm at it, I'm just going to give this another coat of green. In class we do actually do some crackle on here. Do you want me to show you the crackle? Here, Alfie.
Yeah. Teresa's asked what ink would be best to use.
What ink? I'm going to use VersaFine. Good old VersaFine. It will go onto acrylic paint really well. It takes a while to dry, so and I'm very, very impatient, as you know. So I'm going to use some clear superfine to actually not set it, but just so that I get it dry straight away, because I'm impatient. So the lovely thing is you get obviously the right and the left with that. So let's get Slim Jim, or even a Thin Lizzy. So let's do this one first. Tidy up a wee bit. Got my paper ready. Got that ready. Got my VersaFine ready.
Do you know which one it is?
What do you mean?
Which wing it is?
Yeah. Looks like the right one, but it's actually the left one. There we go. So this will go on here. Oh, fantastic. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. I'll do that in a moment. Just put that back in there. Then for the next one, this is juicier. There we go. And it's fairly easy just to get it in position. Yeah, lovely. The only difference is we've given you a little bit extra there, which is the end of the wing, just so that you've got something to attach it to. Lovely. Oh, what did I do? Oh well, I'm doing both sides anyway, so that's okay. Get my pew pew gun. Pew pew. That's cool. Okay, let's do the other side with this one. So you can use stays on, of course, if you've got that. That would be absolutely fine. This one I like VersaFine. It just seems to work so well with everything that I'm not happy with at all. So what I'll do is I'll just take that off. This is stamp cleaner, easy peasy stamp cleaner. And let that just wipe off. There we go. So I'll have to just put another coat of Goldfinger on there. See, it's an education, isn't it, when I cock up? There we go. Let's just dry that off. Pew, pew, pew. Right, let's do this one. Let's try and concentrate on this one. Okay, so I need a little bit more pressure this time. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Don't want hair, thanks very much. Jolly good. That's with the Superfine. Is that dry? Yes, that's dry. Okay, let's try again. This time plenty of ink and more pressure. Thanks for coming, Karen. See you soon.
So Dark Fairies asked, do we need a code for Dangle Doll show price? No, if you go into latest releases, you'll see all the bundles are already there for you.
Already at the sale prices.
Yeah, the discount's already applied. You'll
Fantastic.
See.
Okay, so let's do the other side.
And Dee's asked, will the paper be available by itself? It is. It is already, Dee. So it's there. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just want the papers, you can just get those. Lovely. So now we've got a set of wings and printed on both sides. So now you can have them coming down like so, straight out. Yeah, let's just get that right. Straight out like this, or like this. Oh, it's almost like a butterfly, that. I think we'll go with that. So, okay. Where's my pencil gone? This sort of just helps me where it's going to be glued. So again with the grab and go. Just spreading that glue out. Make sure you wipe your fingers because it sticks to your fingers. And I think, did they come in a little bit? Yeah, let's go with that. I think there. And just hold that down for a bit. Take away any bits of glue squishing out. I quite like those like that. That's jolly nice. Right, so faces. So, oh, I've got a bit of gold left on there, so I'll just use that up. So faces, either you can draw them yourself, or you can go with any of these that we've got from Mike, or there are a few stamps that actually will fit. So Collector's Edition number 5, that fits beautifully, and that's a picture of Jane. This is Jane, but obviously this is a bigger one. Obviously that's not going to fit. Look hilarious though, wouldn't it? And also there's another Jane on another plate, if I remember rightly. But so yeah, it's up to you. So we've got an actual 3D part of the face, which is really good.
Ellen said I should do one of my special faces.
Oh yes. Not on my doll, you're not. Just saying. Yeah, just saying. So the thing to do is actually do it on here before you stick it down. So for instance, if you're going to stamp it, obviously stamp it on here before you down, stick it down. But if you don't want to use that, you can just go straight on with that. But it looks like she's got no neck. It's better if it's 3D, like so. Oh, I wonder what it'd look like if I actually drew her face and then just cut out her hair. Let me have a play. Oh, I'm going off piste again. It could look very freakish. Actually, it fits. That is so cool. That is just mad. Or maybe this one. She's looking slightly to the side though. Let me just cut this one out. I'm going to cut it a little bit further in, then I've got more to stick down.
Looks a bit like Princess Leia.
It does. That's even more. That's fab. I think I needed more face in that one, didn't I? So let me just go with this one. Yeah, let's try this one. Sorry guys, I'm just having a bit of a play here. Very unprofessional of me when I've got everything all organised. But I just think this will be really funny. That's the one. That's definitely the one. Yes. Okay, so let's stick this one on. So it's only going to take a tiny weeny bit of glue, just a smidgen, and let's just smear it out and stick her on. Let's see how far I can get it on. Yay! Oh, I've smudged it now with my dirty fingers. Just put a little bit of that on so it becomes almost indiscernible. Okay, there we go. Right. So, I need a black pen. Okay, that one will do. So if I think about where her eyes would be, they would be round about here. So probably about there. It's not going to write on the pen, is it? Okay, so if I get my black oil pencil, that will definitely write. There we go. A little bit of a nose.
So Jax has asked, can I ask what model of the Wagner heat gun you use? Let me just have a look. Right.
Be careful because it really is very, very hot. And
yeah, so she said she's searching for one as mine's giving up after about 14 years.
oh right. So she's more of a doll than a person. So these are Stabilo oil pencils. Because they will paint on anything, which is really good. And they're water reactive as well, which I love. That's quite funny actually. Not what I planned, but yeah, those were Stabilo oil pencils. The brown, the black, and the red. Those are on the website as well. I'll tell you what I did get. I did get the new graphite one as well, which is obviously pencil, but then oh look at that, beautifully reactive. Obsessed. Yeah, so I've just treated myself to those. How much are those pencils, Alfie? Do you know? I think they're about £3.99, aren't they? That's how much they are.
£2.99.
£2.99? Really? Because they're £3.99 in most places. That's really, really
Not
good.
with us.
Not with us. So let's crown you. Take all these weird faces and hair wigs away. Just hold that down. Oh, I knew that I'd do that because it's not got much to hold on to. Okay, let me just get in there and just put a little bit more glue on there. My tweezers when I need them. Let's get some more glue under there. There we go. Ta-da! So that needs to dry. And this is Purple Glaze. Let's have a clean brush. So it's really fluid, so you don't need much on. So you need to make sure that you use an acrylic paint on the base. Do not use gesso, it doesn't work with it. Do not use metallic paint because it doesn't work with it. I know because I've tested it. So really thin layer of that on top of your indigo blue paint. There we go. And I've been using this for ages. Look, it looks so I've hardly touched it. Gorgeous stuff. Clean my brush. Okay. Now you should normally leave that to dry naturally, but you know me, I'm impatient. I'm going to clean everything up and choose a colour. So I normally go for sort of a blue, but she's mostly green, so let's see if I've got a darker green. So of course I've got a darker green. I've got an olive, hunter green, run forest run. No, I'll go with the olive. This coat. I think that would be lovely. Okay, while we wait for that, oh, take a sip of my tea. Yummy. Okay, because I'm impatient, let's see whether it'll work if I heat it. That's still a bit tacky. I don't know whether this will work with heat gunning it, but we'll give it a go. Right, so with this you've only got one swipe because it reacts immediately. So you need to load up your brush with plenty of paint and then just go for it. The thicker your paint, the bigger the cracks. So I'm keeping my brush well loaded. And don't go over the top because you'll just wipe off all of the cracks that you've just made. And then I just put all that paint back in there. So that was olive waistcoat. And then just wait for the magic to happen. See, it's really quick, isn't it? Oh, yummy. That's brilliant. Like that. So I'm not going to be able to stick that straight in because I've got to wait until that completely dries, but she will just slot into there with plenty of glue either side. I love her. I think she's fab. Oh, I might have to put a back of her head on or something. Or make her two-faced. But I think she's fab. She's lovely. So with the dangle dolls, it's virtually the same technique with the papers. So there's no point me demonstrating that for you. But this one I'm going to be doing in the class, and this one was decorated with papers, but then I stamped over the top of it. I think she's really super. I prefer the hand-drawn face actually, but I think these are quite funny. These are super faces. Okay, so just to recap, I haven't actually had a chance to use these, but I am going to be using them in the class. So these are gorgeous actually. These are going to look really fab. I like those a lot. Yeah, those are fab. Do you want me to finish there, or do you want me to carry on and have a play with these? Okay, Right, if you have to go and get your lunch, I understand. Well,
Excuse me.
come back and check up on us and watch a playback later on.
You're going to do a dangle doll.
And the Spider-Man is literally just painted. So I just put pencil marks on his arms and legs where the blue stopped and the red started. Painted those, and then I've just used a gel pen, like a Uniball. This is the best one that works on here. Uniball waterproof, fade proof. It's just an ordinary stationery pen, because my Micron pens just really didn't want to play ball. They were being very naughty. So this one worked incredibly well. So I did do some of it in Micron pen. And the eyes here I did with Lush's Magic Sparkle, which is this one here, which is just very, very sparkly, which is fab. But I've got to have a play with this, because I think this is just mighty fine. Mighty, mighty fine. Let me just have some tea. Okay, so let me get some things out of the way and bring the paint mat in. Right, let's go with just using some of these lovely, lovely babies. I've got some watercolour card here. I'm just going to spray it both sides so it doesn't curl. Just go with that dirty paper.
So Jill's asked, is there a multi-pack of the Dangle dolls? We hadn't thought about it, but we certainly can do a multi-pack. So yeah, we'll work on that.
Do you want to, yeah, you could do a 3-pack, couldn't you?
Okay.
And Alfie'll obviously do you a deal on those. I've got filthy hands, so I've got filthy paper now, but I'm still going to paint on it. Obviously, going to do that. Actually, I'll do it in the cap. So I'm mixing some. Now this is the, oh, this is, yeah, this is the Barney Purple, which is such a gorgeous colour. And let's just get some colour on here, shall we? Lovely. And you can see that even though I've put tons and tons of water on it, it just is gorgeous. Should have mixed that in a little bit more, but that's fine. That's lovely. Okay, then let's go with some You've Been Mangoed. And plenty of water again, because remember these are so concentrated. That's why you get a little jar. And let's go with some You've Been Mangoed on here. And again, I'm using lots of water. Just encouraging that to flow. with the yellow submarine. See, look at that. This is the new formula, and it looks really sort of stringy, but that's because it's got a really good adhesion. Okay, let's get that on here. Oh, such a bright, gorgeous colour. Lovely. Yeah, I like that. Just going to use my finger just encourage some of this down here. Are you doing that for Jill?
Yeah, so we're going to do a set of 3 dangle dolls plus 1 papers for $21.99. So that will be going live soon.
And how much do we save on that?
About £6, I think.
£6 off. Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Excellent.
Good.
Oh, I love that. Actually, I'll leave that to dry separately, otherwise that's going to take ages. Oh, by the way, this is cracking beautifully. That's cracked really nicely. I love that olive waistcoat on top of the peppermint tea. That works really nicely. Right, so whilst we're waiting for that to dry, let's have a get a piece of paper on here. Let's go for this. So let's just use these colours that we've got here. I should have gessoed it actually first. Didn't think straight, did I? Yeah, because the gesso would give me a bit more movement on the paint. Trouble with taking it from the lid is you get these bits in it. Don't like that. Should take it from the tub. Oh, just such a gorgeous colour. Not really a purpley pink person, but this just seems to work beautifully. So as you can see, I'm going in every different direction just to get some texture going. A bit more of the yellow submarine. Yeah, okay, liking that. Let's give that a blast. Nice, nice, like that. Okay, now where should we go with this? Have I got a little? Yes, there we go. This is Yeah, it is. Townhouse teal. So I'm just going to put a little bit on a kitchen sponge, and we're just going to do a little bit. There we go. That's lovely. And then let's have a little bit more of that Barney purple, and you mix it in with the Townhouse teal. Oh, I like that. I do like that a lot. That's a lovely stencil. This is literally the first time I've used it, because as I say, I got it last night. That's fab. That is really nice. That is good. Just line it up again. There we go. Right. I think we need a bit of white. And for white, I always use a white gesso, just because oh, love that. Really, really like that. Sorry, I'm just trying to just wipe this stencil on. Let's come back with this. So I've offset this. So I'm going over the top of it just to knock it back. And then you get these different sort of layers coming through. That's nice and bright and cheerful, isn't it? Right, so let's get some, what we've got here, I think I will use black. Let's use some collector's editions. Okay, let's go with it a little bit round the edge here. So, sorry, that was number 37, Grungy Little Squares. And this is Grungy Little Circles, 38. So, see, I'm just doing little bits coming in. Just right around the edges, just teeny weeny bit. That'll do. Got these the other week. We will be stocking them back up again because they were really popular. At the moment I haven't planned this, so it's just literally whatever takes my fancy, really. Thanks, Jace. Thanks for coming. I know I'm going on a really long time. I'm doing a straight 2 hours, but thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much if you have actually bought anything. That's brilliant. Thank you.
It's Jack's, you can't see on your screen.
Can I not?
Too small.
Oh, it's Jack's, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, my screen is far too small. Okay, so I've got a really nice background there to have a play with. I've got absolutely no idea where I'm going with this now. And probably need a few circles. Not really what I had in mind, but that's bubble wrap, so that's number 14, if you're wondering. There, that's what I was looking for. Something like this, I think. And then over here, I've still got a bit of gesso. I wonder whether that will be enough or whether I need to put a bit more on. Probably need a little bit more. So just paint it onto your paint mat, and then you can pick it up with your stamp like so, and then we can, yeah, that does the trick, doesn't it? White really does make such a difference to the layers. Right, you've got to clean that straight away in water because that gesso is really tough stuff. So you really need to give that a good clean and a good scrub as well. So it's been in water.
So Wendy wasn't sure about the dangle dolls, but they're in a basket now.
Oh, bless, thank you. Lovely. Right, okay, so the idea is just to keep going basically. So I'm just going to do a few marks basically. So I'm just using the gesso. I'm just using the end of my paintbrush just to do some little crosses. And I think I might do, where's my orange pencil and my yellow. So I think we might do some circles. And some yellow circles, not that you can really see these. As well, you might be able to see them. No, I can't see those. But the beauty of these is, let me just see if this will work. Don't know what it'll look like, but oh yeah, that's nice. I think I prefer them sort of only partially watercoloured. I think I might just go over those again. Yeah, I like that sort of crayony look. Yeah, that sort of rough. That's good. And then we've got our little black pencil. This is the Stabilo oil pencil again. So I'm just going to do some more crosses around these white crosses here. Just making marks, making textures. And see, just fill up this diamond shape here with just marks again. So it doesn't have to be anything, you know, too sophisticated or doodled. If you want to doodle, yeah, you can, but just builds up all the different textures and makes for a lovely background. So just whatever you want, really. I really quite like that, the way that's just... Oh, I like the bits of gold as well. So really you need a focal image on that, but I've no idea what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put that to one side, really, and just see what happens. I think I might just put a couple of little daisies in. I've got here. Let's just use up a bit of this white. Yeah, see, that works, doesn't it? That's nice. Just and because I haven't got much paint on here, it's just transferring quite nicely. So I'll go over this orange as well here. There we go. So you can hardly see them, but it just adds to the layers. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Those are lovely stencils. Well done, Mike. Those are gorgeous. Really enjoy playing with those. Yeah, so you might see me finish that off with some stamping imagery or something like that. No idea what I'm going to do at the moment, but yeah. Okay, so I think I've probably bored you to tears now. So I'm going to go. Thank you so much for supporting us. It really means a lot. And thank you for having a go at the Dangle dolls. And if you're joining the class, I will see you in a couple of weeks. Or maybe even a week, I think it might be. Well, whenever. It's not long off. So I will see you very shortly. Also, don't forget that I'll be on, as usual, Facebook Live, free demos on a Wednesday night at 8 PM. Thanks ever so much for watching. Say thanks, Alfie.
Thanks, Alfie.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.